Joining us now via Skype is our SNY NFL insider, Ralph Vacchiano. And Ralph, sadly, as we said earlier, this isn't Anderson's first off-the-field incident.
No, it's not. In fact, it's his second one in just 8 months. You remember last May, he had that incident at a Miami Music Festival where he was arrested for a similar thing, resisting arrest, and he actually never got punished by the Jets. They barely even reacted to that. Maybe they were waiting for the resolution of it. He has a trial scheduled to begin on March 19th, but this obviously coming right on top of that relatively certainly doesn't help his cause and doesn't make him look very good at all.
And with that, is it safe to say that Anderson's future with the Jets could be in jeopardy?
Oh, I think it definitely is. Look, we know that talent means more than anything in the NFL, and teams will overlook a lot of things, even something as disgusting and serious sounding as this arrest is. They can overlook it for a talented player, but he's not that talented where he's untouchable. He's a guy that I think the Jets are going to look at it maybe as being a little bit more trouble than he's worth. Certainly, as their de facto #1 receiver this year, he put up decent numbers, but not great numbers. They do have Jermaine Kearse. They do have a couple of young receivers they like. And by the way, the NFL still hasn't been heard from on the first incident, so now he could be facing sort of a double whammy of punishment from them under the personal conduct policy. You're looking at a guy who I would think for the start of next season is going to be suspended. So the Jets are going to have to decide for the production he gives them, is it really worth it? Because, his character is not exactly shown through in these two incidents 8 months apart.
All right. Does this incident change the Jets' offseason plans?
I wouldn't think so, because let's face it, Robby Anderson's a nice player, but he's not Odell Beckham. He's not Julio Jones. And the Jets don't really have an Odell Beckham or Julio Jones. So with all the cap room that they have to spend in the offseason, I think they might have been looking for a true #1 receiver at some point anyway. If they can certainly move on with Jermaine Kearse, with Quincy Enunwa coming back, with Chad Hansen and Ardarius Stewart as young receivers, Robby Anderson, as we said, could be very expendable. But they weren't going to really focus their offseason plans on him and what he brings. If they wanted receiving help, and I think they do, they were going to look at a different stratosphere of the market anyway, and they've got so much cap room to spend that I can't imagine one incident like this with him, one decision about his future really is going to affect them much at all.